Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Marilyn and my channel's Making with Marilyn. Now I do all things crafty, but on today's video I'm going to try out some Hiipoo products, and I have a little mini press, and then I have a roll of black HTV and white HTV. Then I'm going to cut some eyelashes, just a really cute image, and press it on this bag. So other things I'll use, I'm going to use a couple of heat mats, possibly a Teflon sheet, my scissors, my ruler, and then I'll cut this out with a Cricut machine. So the first thing I want to do is show you this cute little heat press. Now I did already open it because I wanted to make sure it was the color that I had requested, which is this mint green. And when I saw the big yellow one on the front, I was worried it wasn't the right color, but it is. So let me get it out of here and show it to you. I have not used it, but I did open it to make sure it was the right color. So in the box is the little heat press, and it has this little bumper thing on it. I guess you can either, that's upside down, I guess you can either leave this on or take it off. I'm not really sure. Maybe that's to protect your hands from the heating element, but I can tell you could easily take this off. I guess I'll leave it on because it does add a little bit of protection for my fingers. And then a little base. And it came with a little storage bag, some instructions, and then a spray bottle. And I'm not really sure yet what the spray bottle's for. Maybe in case you're ironing something you would want steam on. I'm not really sure. But for today, I'm just going to use this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get this plugged in. Let's turn this thing on. So there's a power button on it right here. It says you press that for 3 seconds and it will come on. It says once you turn it on, it's on low. Let me see if it's even heating up. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's in low right now. And the indicator light, you can probably see that flashing, is blue. So blue indicates low. Let's go ahead and press it again, see what happens. Okay, so I pressed it again. Now it's flashing green. And green means medium, so one more time it should flash pink, kind of a purpley pink, and that's high. Now let's see how high this goes. It says lowest between 295 and 330 Fahrenheit. Medium is between 330 and 365 Fahrenheit, and then high goes from 375 to 410. So I really do like that this will go up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You can easily use this then for sublimation if it goes that high. So the HTV that I received says use a temp of between 285 and 305. So that would be on the low setting. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and press this back to low and just set it aside. Now I want to go ahead and do everything right here on the table in front of you. And so I've cut down my HTV, and I'm going to use my Cricut Joy. Now this Cricut Joy mat is not very sticky. So just to be safe, I'm going to put 2 tiny little pieces of tape in each corner, or the 2 top corners. Now I just use the everyday iron-on setting with default pressure. If you haven't used a Joy before, basically it runs it through, make sure you have enough material, then you can click OK or proceed, something like that, and it's ready to cut. All right, let's see how well this weeds. Usually HTV weeds really easily, so hopefully that's the same with this HTV. Okay, the cut is nice. It's weeding nicely. I can see those lashes, even the fairly intricate cut of the lashes cut well. Cute. That's really cute. All right, so to get this little pouch prepped, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and put a big pressing mat under it just to protect my table. And then because there's plastic in here, there's this clear plastic pouch, and actually the back of this is kind of plasticky, so I wouldn't want this to melt to that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stick this Cricut pressing mat down inside. Isn't that pretty? It's light colors, but it's just really pretty. Okay, it looks like this lifted a tiny bit, but it's perfectly fine. And I wanted to try out this little mini press. So I'm going to have to do this in multiple presses. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so I'm going to press each part for about 12 seconds. Now, if I were actually touching the bag, I would use a Teflon sheet or something like that. Uh-oh, I got to keep counting. But since I'm not putting the heat on the actual bag, I'm not using that Teflon sheet. Now, after I peel the carrier sheet off, then I'll probably go ahead and put the Teflon sheet back over it and just give it another quick press. Now remember, it said this is a cold peel, so I'm going to let that cool down. I can see that the vinyl is separating itself already, so that's good. Okay, that feels pretty good. It's barely warm, so let's see how well this peels off. Now that really came off this carrier sheet very easily. Sometimes you really have to tug and it's stuck pretty well to your vinyl, and this didn't, so I do love that. And I do like the fact that it's nice and thin and very well adhered to my product. It kind of took on this canvas texture. And really, I don't even think I need to do this, but it's something I almost always do, so I'm still going to. I'm just going to press on this for about 5 seconds. I'll do 4 presses so that I can get each 4 parts of this. All right, that is cute. Now, I like this. It's a good size. I like that it's a true oval, less of a teardrop shape. Let's see how big this is. Now, it's just over 1 3/4 inches wide. And it's right at about 3 3/4 inches in length. And this bumper does help with the heat, but the bumper still gets decently hot, so just be careful. I love the color. I truly love that it goes up to over 400 degrees. I do have another little mini press. It's not the Cricut one. I love my Cricut one also. But I did receive another little mini press, and it only goes up to 356. And I know some people do sublimate with 356, but when I compared it to the 400 and my little mini easy press, you could tell a difference. So I do love the fact that this goes up to a high temperature. The other thing is, while I was getting things ready, I had already turned it on, I was getting things ready, I could hear it beeping. So I think it must have an auto shut-off. I think that's a great safety precaution. So let's look at the final product here. It's very cute, and I am really happy with that HTV. It feels good, it looks good, and I'll try it on some more products. So if you're interested in trying out the HTV, the little mini press, I'll leave some links in the video description below. And I think the next thing I'll try my little mini press on is some sublimation earrings. Now, I was so excited at how well this did, I wanted to go ahead and do some sublimation earrings. So I'm going to do one earring with this design and then one earring with this design. And look at this. This is really cute. It's a little Halloween design. I got both of these images off of Creative Fabrica. I love that site because when I'm not feeling creative, I can go find something really easily. Now I have my mini press already set on high. And then I'll just use the timer on my phone to know when these are done. So I made this design a little too big, but I'm going to make it work. And I'll use just enough tape so that I know it's not going to shift around on me. Now I have some butcher paper under this just to protect my heat pad mat, and then I'm going to put one piece of paper on top. And I'll do the same with this one as well. Now I need to make sure I got the plastic coating off of these. And then these earring blanks I got off of Amazon. I like them because they're pretty big. I like a larger earring, and the first set I ordered, they sounded fairly large, but when I got them, they really seemed pretty small. All right, so the biggest thing is to make sure that your iron is covering your entire design, or at least where the blank is under it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let that cool off and do the second earring. Now I'm giving this some good firm pressure, and I like to use this really dense mat off my heat press because it doesn't have much give to it. Now you can see, because the paper was larger than my blank, there is some blowout, and that's why I had the paper under it. Now it worries me there's no blowout up there. Hopefully I had it in the right place. Now I'm going to let that cool off just a little bit longer. Then when I take it off, I think I'll peel the top part off first just to make sure that I don't have any white in my sublimation blank still showing. If I didn't have the iron all the way up on top, that way I can go ahead and press it just a little bit longer there. Okay, so okay, much better. All right, I don't want to let this shift just in case I have an issue. But no, that's a nice coverage. So let's go ahead and check the bottom. And actually the earring's cooling off now. Uh-oh, looks like I might have an issue there. Oh my goodness, look how close I was. All right, so let's check this one out. I love that. That is super cute. Now this one, I'm pretty sure that it's going to have good coverage, but in case I didn't have the iron all the way to the top, I have the paper far enough up, but if I didn't have the iron all the way up to the top or the bottom, then I do need to lay it back down and press some more. That looks good. And that does as well. I think this design is so cute. I love how it has the animal print on it. Now it looks like there might be some paper right here. Hopefully that's what that is. I'll try to go ahead and wash that off. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just spray a little alcohol on my paper towel and see if that will come off. And it did. So sometimes you'll get a little bit of paper stuck to these. It comes off and they look fine. Same way with tumblers. All right, I think this press did a fabulous job on these sublimation earrings. And as I talked about earlier, I'm very happy it goes up to 400 degrees. Now, thanks so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. And if you're interested in these products, I'm going to put links to them in the video description. I did notice today on Amazon that the little mini press has a coupon, so it makes it really, really affordable. I think it was about $25 with the coupon. So if you're in the market for one, check that out. So thanks again, and until my next video, bye-bye. Okay, y'all, I had to come back on here because I was looking at it closely and feeling it. I cannot feel this HTV on this canvas bag. I really can't. I rubbed my fingernail over it. I can't feel it there. I'm excited to try this on fabric. Now this is a very textured bag, so maybe that makes a difference, but stay tuned. I'm going to try some of this on fabric.